tickets to the semifinals have already been punched. There are 2 more available, and 1 will be handed out at the end of this one. Welcome aboard the broadcast, and welcome to the NCCAA Network's coverage of the NCCAA National Championships. This is the Division II Women's Tournament. Pensacola, the number 2 seed, and the 7 seed, the Barclay Bears. But beware of the Bears if you're Pensacola. This is an exceptional team that has proven their worth throughout the campaign. They are 15-5. Yes, they're the 7 seed. They're 13-3 in NCCAA games this year. So be wary. But Pensacola, a strong pedigree in their own right. A couple 1,000-point scores as you take a look at the starters. McElhoney will be one to watch today, the junior from Athens, Texas. Lauren Alvarez, another, but Barclay with players of their own right. They're two-headed monster, if you will. Mannering averages 15 a game. Carr, 16 a game for the Bears. The Bears aren't deep, but they have several that can contribute in big ways. They will use all 8 on their roster tonight. And there you see the players in the starting lineup for Pensacola. McElhoney, you see there, we'll see a lot of her, and Alvarez, the 2 guards, will be a big factor in this one. A trip to the semifinals on the line. Game 3 of the day. You weren't with us earlier. Grace Christian defeated Maranatha Baptist. Arlington Baptist survived a test from Ozark as the top seeded moved on. And now the number 2 seed looking to join them in the semifinal as they connect their first trip from long range. Hope Baker, the senior out of Chattanooga, gets the scoring started. And here come the Bears. They will shoot threes in bunches. They come in shooting at 29.5%. That one partially blocked. On the run go the Eagles. They track it down. Feed inside. Lost the handle on the way up. Bobbled around. Back to the perimeter. No. Rebound cleared away by Carr, who steamrolls into the front court. They'll slow it down just a moment. Carr from way downtown. That missed short. A team that'll shoot a lot of those. 31% is Carr from long range. Misfired there. The Eagles try their hand at 3 more. No. Back inside. Flip up and got the roll. McElhoney, the first score of the night for her, and it's a 5-0 start for the 2nd-seeded Eagles. I mentioned a lot of threes. The Bears broke a record for 3-pointers attempted in program history, and they didn't just do it by a little. They had 619 attempts. The prior record was 431. Here they go inside and draw the foul. Emery Williams will go to the line. And as you might expect, they also broke the record in makes, 183 of them. 44 more than the prior record of 139. So the Bears can light it up from downtown. Although here they earn the trip to the free throw line as Williams dumps in the first. Foul was whistled on Alvarez. That's her first. 1 more for Williams. She cans both. And it puts the Bears on the board. The Bears in black. The Eagles from Pensacola in white and blue. Fires inside and misfired high. And Alvarez pointed to herself, said, "My bad." She misfired that one, but Alvarez can dish it out. 3.5 assists a game. Missed the mark there on the turnover. And now the Bears will walk it across, slashing inside. Thought about the triple there. Drive, kick. They got an opportunity for one there. Nearly banked it in from the corner. Tough angle to try to do that, but Jackson nearly did it. Feed inside. Open is Walford, who couldn't connect. Nearly got her own miss, and she's going to earn the possession. It's knocked out of bounds. Head coach for Barclay can't believe it. Scott Postel in his first season amassed a 15-5 record, tying a program record for wins in year one. They've never won more than 15 games, have the Barclay College Bears. That's the number they sit at entering this tournament. Floater up and in from Alvarez. They're the only first-timer to this NCCAA national stage. Trying to make the most of their trip and pull an upset off in round one to get to the semis. Drive, dump, thought about it. Now drives, says Carr. Jackson, another good look. That time it goes down. Jamia Jackson from downtown. She's a 33% shooter from out there. She can fill it up, averaging 18 a game. Gets the Bears back within a pair. 1-3 deserves another. That one popped halfway down and out from McElhenney. Swinging around. Baker's turn. Not this time. It is a soft rim, especially at that end, but we've seen it on both sides throughout play today and yesterday in the men's tournament and this morning as well. So down 2, the Bears with the basketball. Perhaps their seeding might have been hampered a little bit. They dropped their last 2, unable to win their regional. But, boy, they've played well throughout the campaign. A new season starts today, though, and they are well aware of that. It's Jackson again. She's got 5, and we're tied at 7. Inside, weaving through traffic, somehow got to the paint, but it looked like a turnover coming from the onset, and it ends up being just that, as Brewer, the freshman out of Mendenhall, Mississippi, turns it over. As they'll walk it across. Maybe you were with us in the last game of the tempo being played. That one blocked from behind. Seems like a slow tempo compared to that one, but certainly not that. The way Arlington Baptist ran up and down the floor, Ozark ran with them for much of the contest. Here it's Carr running out with it. Finds the trailer. Jackson weaves inside. Floater, no. Got her own miss. Back up she goes and scores. And it's the Bears with their first lead. Show you the parity so far in these championships. The 8 and 7 seed have both held leads in contest. 3 well off the mark. The Bears want more than just the lead. Pass deflected, creates a turnover, 2-on-1 break the other way. McElhenney couldn't finish. Never pass it in the corner. Waiting was Baker. Now she gets her opportunity. Can't connect. Baker hit the first from downtown, but has missed her last 2. And now they'll settle into the half-court set with the Bears. Until, that is, Walford got her hand in there to poke it away, and then it's poked away on the other end out of play to stop the break. It was Mannering who got there to deflect, and a lot of talk about the first-timers Barclay Bears, but Pensacola, impressive numbers in their own right. 19-3 overall, 15-1 in NCCAA play. They come in 3rd in scoring, 6th in field goal percentage, 2nd in three-point percentage, 1st in three-pointers made. Slash to the basket. Here they go inside. And McElhenney able to cash in. So if you like the 3 ball, you've come to the right place. Speaking of the Eagles, they made 17 in a game earlier this year in November. That's a hard number to fathom. 17 in a contest. They've started 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. Make it 2 and 9 as Alvarez connects for the first time from deep. And it's the Eagles back in front by 3. So in preparation for this contest, both in a way, could have just played their normal game. Very similar styles of play. Dribble penetration, cutters, find open shooters from there. Another foul. It's the second one already on McElhenney. And a scratch to the head from Jared Sellers in his 9th season. What a culture he's created. And Pensacola, it's Williams back to the line. Has fired on this one, made her prior two. Still with one more to come. So McElhenney saddled with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, but Williams couldn't make him pay from the line, missing both. And here come the Eagles again. All the way to the 10, fresh legs paying off as Leah Phelps came right in and didn't miss a beat from where McElhenney had left off. Lead is swollen to 5, matching the 5-0 start the Eagles had in this one. Weaves inside to Jackson. Good move, unable to finish, and now commits the foul. Frustration, if nothing else. It'll already be the first team foul. 3 already for Pensacola, 2 minutes in. Or nearly 7 minutes in. As Baker will bring it across, the senior from Chattanooga try to feed that one in. This is a team that doesn't turn it over much. They rank up there in assist to turnover ratio, 3rd in the country. But they've had 4 turnovers already in this one. Weaving inside, looking for contact. Didn't get it. Loose ball on the floor. Players bump. Loose ball still there. And a tie-up will keep it with the Bears. There's some bruising and bumping, and the officials say play on. Trigger the inbound from there. Open catch and shoot. Shot well off the mark. Strong pass behind. Jackson wanted to run further toward the corner. She was spotted high at the wing. And a turnover the other way, and that's the 5th. What's a 5-point margin as Pensacola stretched it out 14-9. Under 2.5 to go. Drive inside, all the way to the 10, couldn't finish. Williams, the feed. Boy, they took that page right out of the top seeds playbook, as streaking down the floor and finishing it off was Williams. Almost as soon as the Pensacola shot went up, Williams took off. They got the board, fed it to her for the deuce. Way downtown. Amber Porter. One might have been from Tulsa. Stretches the lead to 6, largest it's been all game. Looking for the answer. Around and out, no good. Passes behind again, reel in Brewer. Brewer does a nice job to corral it, fakes the give, now takes it herself and muscles it up and in. And the Eagles starting to flex their muscle a little bit, and the crowd that's made the trip from Pensacola letting themselves be heard here. Lob inside, muscled into traffic. Is it a jump or a foul? It's a jump ball. Eagles with the arrow. And a shake of the head from Scott Postel. As you hear him sort of from the bench, telling his players, you got to finish the play. Doing a lot of the right things. Got to finish it off, though. They trail by 8. A little over a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Phelps ran a screen. Wanting it in the corner was Brewer. Wanted to pull the trigger. Was defended well. Nice feed. Cutting inside and a thrashing given as Castro collided with her midair. A good hard foul sends Phelps to the line. 74% free throw shooter. Will be the first on Castro. Free throw good. been a drought. It's now a 13-2 Pensacola run. As the Bears have gone over a minute and a half without points. Only hitting one of their last 5. Turnovers have crept in as well. And working around, deep triple here, spins around and out. Another good look. You may think, watching if you haven't seen Barclay play, that a long-range attempt, but that's part of their offense. They're used to shooting it from there and capitalizing. They're just 1 of 5, though, from downtown to start. Did draw contact here. We'll see Mannering at the line. First is short. Mannering averages 15 points a game as a freshman. What a campaign she's had. And the scary thing for players in their conference and beyond is she's just a freshman. They got 3 more years to learn, improve, and get even better. Splits a pair at the line. They hesitate, look to turn the corner, nothing there. Weaves inside, lost the handle and the footing. Try to get it back to her, bobbled around. And the Bears come away with it. Contact, they play on, and airmailed the pass high. She knew it as soon as she let it go. And Jackson had the right read. It's 21-12, 6 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Brewer looks to step back, fire at the horn is short. Partially blocked perhaps by Kaya Robertson. But it's Pensacola's defense that's helped them stretch it out to a 21-12 lead. We're far from done. Just getting started. Game 3 of the day here at the NCCAA tournament. Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri, as after a quarter, it's the 2-seed Pensacola Christian who has a 9-point advantage, shooting 50% from the field, 30 from beyond the arc. And despite turning it over 5 times, there's Barclay, who has struggled from the field. Just 1 of 5 from downtown, 29% from the floor. That'll help. Castro, a little clinch of the fist when she sees her shot go down. This is a young Bears team as well. Kick out 3. Tap back. They'll try it again. Just inside the line. No. Rebound secured by Castro. 4 of the 5 starters for the Bears are underclassmen. 3 freshmen and a sophomore. Not one of them fired from downtown did Mannering. Unable to connect, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with their Bears. So Scott Post has had a youth movement and a lot of success in year 1, but facing a veteran group in Pensacola here who forces the turnover. Looking to drive, kick. They'll do it again. Sets up Alvarez, who missed off the heel of the iron that time. 21-14. And the Bears with a stop come the other way. Both these teams averaging over 75 a contest. Short corner jumper, that's good. There's sort of that free-flowing offense the Bears are used to seeing. Robertson knocked down the mid-range. And it's back within 5. Quick little 4-0 run to start the second quarter. Brewer. They switch up top 2-3 zone defensively. Try to give on the baseline. Nearly got in the passing lane. Did Mannering instead. The 3 ball is good from Alvarez. The junior out of Jacksonville connects again. Second time she's connected from long range. Something to look at these teams going forward in the tournament, as Mannering nearly answered with one of her own. Back up strong and lost the handle on the way. One of the contact didn't get it. Visibly upset is Williams. But even though if one of these teams gets down, and you throw Arlington Baptist in there as well, if they were to get down double digits, the spurt ability they have, these two teams do it differently than Arlington. Both these around the perimeter. As speaking of perimeter, McElhonney had to ride the bench with those 2 fouls in the first quarter. Comes back in, delivers the triple. It is a double-digit lead. Mannering, drive, mid-range jumper missed short. Tracked down, and a whistle. Out of bounds, it'll say, with the Bears. Jared Sellers trying to sell to the official that Alvarez was pushed out of bounds. No avail. Gave it back to her. Mannering thought about it, drives right into the teeth of the zone and draws the foul. Let's see who they tag. It will be Hope Baker, her first. They say it's shooting as well, so Mannering will get a pair of free throws here. Good on the first. 82% from the line is the freshman. Spectacular freshman season. That has been the theme of the Bears season, is she got the roll there. Now 3 of 4 at the line. Responsible for all 3 of her points. Carr, Mannering, Williams, who we've heard from tonight, all freshmen. In their first national tournament, as is Barclay College, as that one rolled. Got the roll that time, did the Eagles. And come in looking for another national championship. Mannering turns it over. McElhonney thought about driving, instead finds the trailer for the triple. Missed short, was right on line from Baker. And now Weaving. Oh, Euro step. Right by McElhonney, but couldn't finish. That has been the theme so far for the Bears. They've had good looks. It's not they're taking bad shots. Just they haven't gone down. Last possession, a prime example. They trail by 11. Lob inside and a foul. This one's going to be on Alvarez. That's her second. So 2 of the leaders for this Eagles ball club, and Alvarez and McElhonney, both have a pair of fouls with 6:24 to go. Second team foul here in the quarter. Swinging out all by her lonesome. Mannering missed everything. She was disgusted with it as soon as she let it go. And Scott Post said, don't worry about it. On to the next one. Visibly upset. Who's the freshman out of Peyton, Colorado that time? She got the look she wanted. Just misfired. McElhonney misfires on that one as well, as that was short. She connected on one a moment ago. Not here, though. She's now 1 of 5 from downtown. Around the curl. Blocked aside. McElhonney got back on defense. Baker, McElhonney. She'll drive this time. Feed Alvarez. Swing into the corner. Phelps, 3 down the pocket. And the lead swells to 14. Meeting a response are the Bears. Carr trying to give it to him. Drive, short corner jumper. Online, but too strong from the senior Scales, the lone senior on the ball club, and knocked out of bounds. Nicely defended by Jackson. Look, the Bears with just the one senior. Pensacola only with one as well, and Hope Baker. More veteran team certainly than the Barclay Bears. Collides in the air with the defender as Alvarez. She draws the foul. It'll be Anderson. As Beyonce Anderson picks up her first foul, and they want to call time to talk it over. So Scott Post calls time, his team trailing 32-18 with 5 minutes and change left until halftime. And he's seen his team get looks they're accustomed to getting, but they haven't fallen like they're accustomed to seeing. Just 12% from downtown, 26% from the field. In contrast, the Eagles, 44% from the field, 33% from beyond the arc. Big reason why they have a 14-point lead. On top of that, they have 4 more shots as the Eagles capitalizing on Bears turnovers. 9 turnovers have resulted into 10 points. And now they're at the free throw line looking to add to it. Alvarez is 77% free throw shooter. Trying to add to her 10 points already. She has 11 now. 2 of 4 from beyond. 4 of 7 from the field now. Perfect 101 at the stripe. Second good as well. Oh, and a turnover. Went right through the hands. Got casual with the basketball. Making points 11 and 12 off a turnover. And another timeout. 2 timeouts called in a matter of seconds by Scott Post. And you see the inbound here just a little casual, and all of a sudden for Emory Williams it all went wrong. And Brewer on the back end makes them pay and stretches the lead to 18. But as we alluded to, if you're Pensacola, you got to keep pushing. Even though you're the 2 seed, a very young team, a team that's never been on this stage, as your opponent, you got to know the scouting report is it's a team that can make threes, and if they get hot, leads can disappear in a hurry. Nearly another turnover. Carr, and this time she does have it poked loose. Alvarez flips it back into the corner, looking for the extra pass. They got it here. Weaves inside. Drive, kick, McElhenney down the hatch for another triple. Lead to 21. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. Long rebound. Bears are able to track it down. She got her own, couldn't finish. Another opportunity. No shot here. And it's the 3rd foul for Alvarez, and she is irate with herself as she heads right to the bench. She's had a whale of a half, 12 points, but now knows she'll probably be a spectator to the last 4:33 of it. So we'll see if the Bears can take advantage. All started on the glass, 3 straight rebounds on the offensive end. And what have we here? We have 6 Bears on the floor. Well, the coach hollered it out. For the Bears, that is. He told on himself a little bit. Official almost put it in play anyway. And Jackson's fouled going to the line. A hard lick taken there. We'll see who they tag. But it's McElhenney. That's her 3rd instead. It'll be on Phelps, her 1st. And the shooting has gotten contagious for the Bears, even to the charity stripe. As they misfired on the 1st. 1 more to come. Jackson connects on the 2nd. So Jackson makes good on 1 of 2. Lead now 20. We've seen leads in this tournament already, especially on the men's side, dissipate. So a long way to go, especially here in the first half. We almost saw a 24-point lead at half erased the conclusion of the day's play on the men's side. But that's got to change. Imploring for a deflection is Emery Williams. She's not getting it. And Scott Post now is going to continue that argument, but to no avail. It certainly looked like that might have been the case from here. Instead, the Eagles got extra possession out of it. McElhenney misses the mid-range jumper. So no points came out of it. Hesitated, then decided to pull the trigger, spun around and out. It's one of those you got to shoot with confidence. The hesitation might have hurt her there. That's a 2. Hung on the rim, no. Back up, no. Follow, that won't go. 3 chances, 2 of them right at the 10. Now leaves McElhenney. Eagles are too good to get 4 looks. McElhenney makes them pay with 3. And the tournament's 2 seed flexing their muscle. Entry pass inside. Batted out. They keep possession though. Jackson. Weaves, floater. Banked too hard. And the Eagles on the run again. They didn't get a kick there. It was off the foot. Jackson in front of everybody. Dribble, pump fake, layup, no. Follow is good. Shooting contagious right at the rim. Jackson couldn't finish. Luckily, Scales was there, and Pensacola slow getting back. McElhenney didn't get the roll that time. And Sellers a little hot under the collar that his club didn't get back, and 3 chances right at the rim, largely uncontested. Hangs in the air. Jackson couldn't get that one to fall either. And now McElhenney dances through the defense. Feed, drive, kick, open. Couldn't finish. Back to her. That one's good, and you see the life and energy that the Bears had to start has sort of been sucked out here. And Scott Post has noticed that as well. 44-21. Can they get some momentum going into the locker room? How often do you see it, though? Offense struggles, shooting, turn to defense. That's just good offense from Brewer. And another timeout taken by Scott Post. He's only got 1 left, but senses that if his team's going to hang around, he's got to turn the tide now, as Pensacola has taken advantage. It's Pensacola that has taken the timeout, so the Bears still with 2 remaining. But you got to think that will do more good for Barclay than it will Pensacola. But nonetheless, we've got to like how they've responded here, especially defensively. Can't emphasize that enough. Yes, the Bears have gotten looks, but they've been forced into 12 turnovers from this Eagles defense, which they have then turned into points, 15 of them to be exact. And they lead by 25, shooting 36% from downtown. Playing an opponent who also likes to shoot the 3 ball, but they're just 11%. Get this, they're 36%, but they've already attempted 22 threes in the game. As Pensacola, they're 8 of 22. Pitch back, drive, baseline. It's the offense the Bears are looking for. Couldn't finish on the jumper, though. Williams got a good look. Now streaking ahead of everybody. It'll count plus the foul. Phelps goes on the break and will get the +1. They can do it that way, too, as you take another look. The outlet pass, a thing of beauty. And Carr with the reach in. Phelps the finish. Couldn't finish at the line, though. So points still out there. That they could have had. That's a block. And beside herself, thought for sure she had drawn the charge was Walford. And she's got to be careful with the response there. As Walford instead picks up her second. So Alvarez has 3. Walford with 2. As does McElhenney. 2 free throws, and that one short from Williams. Just a 54% free throw shooter. You can get the sense, at least in this quarter a little bit, Pensacola's overwhelmed the Bears, at least a touch. When shots aren't falling, easy to fall accustomed to. As we're in the last minute of play in the opening half. Look for the drive and pitch there. Baker hesitates, crosses over. Tough shot inside, loose ball, it's a foul, and the Scales ripped it out of there. Beg your pardon, it was Robertson. Had players hanging on her arm and just ripped it away, and a couple of Eagles went tumbling to the floor. So Robertson will earn a trip to the line. And not a particularly good free throw shooter either at 33%. But these opportunities, Bears going to climb back in. They got to cash in on. Didn't look like a 33% shooter on that one. That was a good delivery. Good looking stroke. Got the bounce on the second. She's 2 of 2 at the line. 48-24. 35 seconds to go. They could go 2 for 1. They draw the foul and do. As Walford saw him off balance a bit and went right at her. And it's the second foul on Beyonce Anderson. First is good. Brewer back at the line. Or Walford, beg your pardon. And she converts her first 2 attempts of the day. McElhenney and Alvarez leading the scoring charge again for the Eagles has been so custom. 13 and 12 respectively here in this first half. Carr floats it to the top. Carr wants it back. Got it back. Long range 3. Still hasn't dialed it in from there. Rebound. That's a 3-point chance the old-fashioned way. As Williams got the finish. And it'll head to the line for one more. It's Torres guilty of the foul. So Williams fighting on the offensive glass. Earning herself a trip. Popped in and out. Iron Unkind, 10 on the timer. Geisler. She's into the ballgame. Off-balance shot. Knocked around. With 2. With 1. Half-court heave off the shot clock. No good. Boy, close to a foul there to end the half, but none given. 50-26. Pensacola has been dialed in. 8 3-pointers in the first half. Defense has been pretty good, too, forcing 12 Bears turnovers. We'll break it all down for you with stats and much more as we recap what's already happened in day 1 of these NCCAA Women's Basketball Championships. That's coming up next, right here on the NCCAA Network. So one half in the books, and Pensacola Christian just one half closer, perhaps, to being the third team in our semifinal round. And worth noting as we get set to start the second half, those are your halftime stats brought to you by Score International. Reminder, the NCCAA network is powered by Score International. Score specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel internationally and domestically by joining Score on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. The shooting numbers really tell the story, especially from downtown. Both these teams like the perimeter offense and shooting a lot of threes. It's been Pensacola who's shot more and at a much higher percentage, just 9% in that opening half for the Barclay Bears. 1 of 11 opposed to 8 of 22 for the Eagles from Pensacola Christian, the number 2 seed, trying to enter into the semis. And if that's the case, it would be all chalk seeding-wise going into the semifinals tomorrow. But long way to go here, and certainly a game to be played later on tonight between Champion and Trinity Baptist, all the way to the 10 as Williams gets the Bears off to a good start in half number 2. And she drifts all the way into the lane and scores. So exactly what they were looking for out of the gate. Bears were in the locker room for a long time. They didn't come out for the second half till just over a minute left on the clock. So it's a little bit of a check when you're 15-5 and struggle the way they did. You have to think part of the message can be, well, we can't shoot it worse than we did the first 20 minutes. And the percentages would sort of say so. Way outside. Oh, mercy. You got to charge her extra for long distance. That was way downtown. And Alvarez pours in another one. Drive inside. That one knocked away. Shot goes careening off the glass. Then Carr there on the back end takes it right back for the Bears. Drive right into an offensive foul. She tried to Euro step around, and both she and Walford hit the deck hard. And I don't think it was slow to get up, but I don't think it was because she was shaken up. I think she was frustrated that she ran right into the charge there. It's her second. Pass dumped inside, looking for the wraparound, none there. Now baseline drive all the way to the rim. Walford draws the charge on one end and wraps around for the lay-in on the other. As they keep the pedal to the middle. Drive, kick, spin move, and a foul all the way up. Baker, the guilty party. We'll see if they say it was in the act of shooting. And, of course, as any good player knows, if there's a question, you just walk straight to the free throw line. And that is where Williams will go. She's been there a decent amount today. These are 8th and 9th attempts from the line. Now 4 of 8 from the stripe. She has more free throws now than Pensacola does as a team, with one more to come. That one good as well. To lead 25. As they look to try to grind in defensively. It's a man-to-man defense now. Oh, shaking her, man. All the way into the rim. A little hesitation move from Brewer. And she strolled right to the bucket. Williams Looks between the controls. Now they put the offense in motion. Mannering lost it on the way in. 4-on-3 break. Drifts. Brewer. Wide open. Yes. McElhenney, another triple. And they've doubled up the Bears here in the third quarter. Drive, kick, look for the answer, did Carr. Instead, drifts it back outside. Now look to drive, and this time a reach-in foul as they try to pick the pocket again. I think it's Walford, and if so, that's her third. It is. So the third on Walford. That three off the mark from Williams. Just haven't gotten it going. Shooting the basketball. McElhenney has, not here though. That one's off the heel. And lost control of the dribble, and Brewer all by herself lays it up and in. And for Scott Post, that has been a theme too familiar in this ballgame. That one's partially blocked. It's Walford. Walford and Brewer putting on a show here in the third quarter. Inside, no look to Alvarez, who couldn't finish. Boy, I tell you what, McElhenney deserved an assist on that pass. She didn't get it because Alvarez couldn't finish it off, but that was a thing of beauty. Around the curl, wide open, couldn't finish. Well, McElhenney and Alvarez, the two leading scorers for the season of the game, they have 16 and 15 points respectively. Both missed the lay-in. That shot from Scales is short. Alvarez now brings it ahead for Pensacola. And a travel and an unforced error. So Eagles have gotten a little sloppy here. And from the sideline, Jared Sellers telling his team has gotten a little lazy. With the score the way it is, it's not hard to do, but you got to play the game, not necessarily the score. And both coaches, for different reasons, have probably been preaching that throughout this third quarter. We can drive inside, got to the midline, kicked it back out. Jackson, three on the way. Off the left side, no. Skies for the rebound. Putback is good. Nicely done by Robertson. She's been good on the inside, especially on the glass. She's had some really good opportunities on putbacks as the mid-range jumper open, but misfired by Phelps. Jackson coming in a hurry. Missed the lay-in. There's Robertson again. She's fouled and will go to the line. Well, back-to-back possessions. Robertson on the offensive glass with a chance to score points. And you look over on the far sideline and you see top of your screen, Coach Post talking with one of his players over there on the far sideline. Upset about how things are going and not what they've been accustomed to. And competition may be a little different in their region, sure, but making it to this point and doing what they've done, we mentioned school record for wins. And you see the opportunities have been there even throughout that first half. And again here in the third, just haven't knocked down shots. Eagles, meanwhile, have, although not this one. Porter's shot was strong. And the Bears bring it the other way. Robertson around a screen, sets it up for Jackson, who missed everything. Save, kept it in play, but right to Phelps. She pulls it ahead. McElhinney wasn't going to miss that lay-in. She missed the last one. Heard from it from her head coach and didn't do so that time. Mannering, 3 off the mark. Continue to be ice cold from downtown. To the Barclay Bears. Brewer. Top of the circle. McElhinney. Anything but cold from downtown. 5 of 11 in her own right from beyond the arc. She has a game-high 21. As the 11th triple for Pensacola finds the bottom. Lob inside. High and off the mark, and here come the Eagles again. Brewer weaves through traffic and is fouled hard. Will be the third on Anderson. And talk was, with school records, shooting more threes than they ever had with the Bears, but it's been Pensacola. And Sellers in his 9th season, they've played like this for a while and certainly experienced in this tournament. As the first free throw short. 11 of 26 from beyond the arc. Talk about a team that likes to shoot the 3. They have 5 more field goal attempts from inside the arc than beyond. That's it. Meanwhile, a team that normally shoots it at a nearly 30% clip has just 1 of 16. Mannering, drive, kick. Arm hand in the air. Carr will try it. That's blocked aside. Mannering, driven off the three-point line. Off the heel of the iron, no. Follow, good. So this is a young team, or the Bears, where they could be dangerous down the line. As Castro got the putback. Offensive rebounds have been to their favor, 14 of them in the ballgame. They've been good on the glass throughout this contest. They look to try to add to that momentum. Carr, one block this time, but misfired off the heel. Offensive rebound number 15. Mannering, short, nearly another offensive rebound, but Carr couldn't corral it. And Sellers, you hear him from the sideline, says, somebody get a rebound. So even in a game that's 33-point spread, things to coach on and work on. The good ones always find something, don't they? Brewer, hard to find anything wrong with that. Bears try to anticipate the pass as Mannering beat everyone down the floor. And Brewer took it right herself. Mannering the quick answer. She's got 7. Weave inside. Jumper. That's too strong. Long rebound. It's the Eagles' turn on the offensive glass. Will it turn to points? Oh, they share the sugar inside. Couldn't finish. As well as the Eagles have played, they have missed fair share of layups right at the rim. Drive, floater. Ooh, an underhanded flip that time. Mannering 4 in a row from the freshman out of Peyton, Colorado. Now with 9. For the handoff there. Drive, kick, left by herself. Said, all right, I'll try the jumper. Misfired at Walford. Now she'll try it from 3 and connects. Mentioned the school record for made threes in a game was 17. For their record this season. They did that November 5th against Ave Maria. And a season high watches on, as that was number 12. It just went down with 47.7 to go in the third quarter. Pensacola could be pushing triple digits by the time this is said and done. Only a couple points away from that pace. We get them three at a time. Walford again. Back-to-back triples. And out of bounds off the hands of Mannering, so they'll get another crack at it. As Walford now, 10 points, is connected on our last 2-3 balls. That is a 16-0 run. That one off the mark, offensive rebound. Inside, easy pickings. As Geisler got loose that time, and that's how the quarter comes to an end. 78-39, and despite success on the offensive glass, it has been all Pensacola Christian, the 2 seed, flexing their muscles in Joplin. In many ways, it's been the Sandy McElhonney show. A game-high 21 points. 8 of 17 from the field, 5 of 12 from beyond the arc. As Williams will be fouled on the way in. She'll go to the line, but Pensacola, we knew they shot the 3 ball and shoot it fairly often and fairly well, but 43% from downtown. Tough number to top. Williams, good on the first. As Williams back at the free throw line again. This is her 11th attempt from the line. And a knack for getting there. The freshman from Tulsa. Not afraid of contact. In fact, in a lot of ways seeks it. And we've seen it throughout the game tonight. And Pensacola looking and moving closer and closer to that semifinal, and it's easy to look ahead, and it's sort of as a fan does. You say, well, we're the 2 seed, but in a lot of ways maybe we look better than the 1 seed, but matchups and everything play a part of that, and 2 teams who are familiar with each other in that 8-1 matchup is Ozark Christian College had seen Arlington Baptist twice before. They got blown out a little over a week ago, but boy, do the Ambassadors have a game for them today. And gave the Patriots a run, but defensive pressure proved to be too much. Flipped ahead. Carr. She'll try the 3. Not that time. Another offensive rebound. Stepping into one. Off the left side. No good. And that is the type of night it has been from beyond for the Bears. Come in. We mentioned they shoot a lot of 3s. 619 of them in a campaign. They've shot 21. And have only connected once. And that was in the first quarter. They have missed 20 straight from downtown. That one are 5% from beyond the arc, and that not like them in any way, shape, or form. Seasonal average close to 30%. Meanwhile, you look on the other side, and matchup in the first round that featured 2 teams that shoot the 3 an awful bunch. As Pensacola has attempted several in their own right. They certainly have tonight. 31 of them, to be exact, have been turned loose, connecting on 13. 2 on the shot clock and out of bounds. So it'll be catch and shoot type material now with just 1 on the timer. So Coach Sellers making sure his club knows they only got 1 second. Catch and shoot has to be the mantra here They do just that. They got it off, but it's short. Shot clock violation. Actually, the first one in the women's tournament that we've seen. So that's sort of hard to fathom, as you don't see that often. We mentioned, you think the number of 619 attempts in 20 games is a bunch. Pensacola, while playing more games, just 3 of them, though. 734 three-point attempts this year. They were 30%. Close to 31. So percentage point-wise, they were nearly identical. Nice feed inside. It's Robertson. Got it to go. She now has 13. A perfect 5 of 5 from the field to go along with 10 rebounds. She's got a double-double. It's been a bright spot for the Barclay Bears. Inside, bump from behind, it'll count. Plus the foul is Leah Phelps. Now with 13. A chance to add one to that list. And she's 2 of 3 from the stripe already. And stepped into the lane. It's good, so it no matter. Otherwise, she would have gotten another chance. So a dozen for Phelps, and that's good to see. Jackson has a little laugh with Carr. Good hear from our broadcast perch here. She said, "Where were you going?" In a joking way. So good to see him laughing about things here. And this is one they'll shake off. Again, the first time they've been on this national tournament stage. And certainly not the script they would have drawn up, but as we mentioned, the onset 4 of 5 starters underclassmen. Just one lone senior, Scott Post, in his first year. Most wins, a tie for the most wins they've had in any season as a program. You got to think sky will be the limit for them going forward. Jackson. Oh, spin cycle inside. Flips it up and in. So a nice move there. Drive, kick, Phelps from the corner. Another 3 goes down. That's 14 triples. Their season high, 17. So we'll certainly keep tabs on that. Robertson all by herself. Missed her first shot from the field. She's now 5 of 6. And you got the sense that she sort of had a hunch that she was upset that that one didn't fall. And then it was Pensacola quickly the other way. As 3 new players on either side getting set to check in. Foul and 1 as Mannering takes it to the 10. And a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way. I look at a player like Emery Williams as a nice, strong take. You mentioned the talented freshman. There are several. Robertson will take a seat. She's certainly one. And the one at the line in that conversation as well. Mentioned the successes. It's the first time that the Bears had ever won their conference tournament in school history. 3-ball helped them get there. And even though it hasn't been the night they had foreseen for themselves, you got to keep playing and keep plugging. Plenty of room to grow, and they will. As offensive rebound here for the Eagles. Skip pass inside. Rejected by Anderson, but it comes out of the perimeter. 3 spins around and out for Mintzer. Here comes Jackson all the way down Main Street. Did the hard part, couldn't finish. McElhenney feeds inside and couldn't finish through the contact, but does earn a trip to the free throw line, does Carissa Aiken, a sophomore out of Rockford, Illinois. Averaging 2.5 a game. Getting some playing time here in round 1 of the NCCAA championships. Her team well in command. Misfired on the free throw. Just 33% from the line this year. One more to come. That one's good. So splits a pair. 89-50, the tally. Lob inside. Oh, a pretty pass. Again, couldn't finish. It's been a summary of the night for the Bears. They've had some really good looks. Despite the score, just hadn't cashed them in. Scales got the turnover, took it herself, and blocked aside. McElhenney again. But did we mention, despite her offense, she's pretty good defensively, too. Ranks 3rd nationally in blocked shots. Tallies another there. Her 5th of the game. Number of blocks equal the number of threes she's hit. 5 of them. Out in front, layup miss. Follow. That one won't fall either. They had a couple really good looks right in front of the rim as Coop couldn't finish. Another lob inside into traffic this time. Boy, I tell you what, Emery Williams has put the ball right on the money on that lob pass on a number of occasions, and there was a crowd in there. 3 defenders, and she laid it right on Castro's fingertips, right where it had to be. And certainly a point guard they can build around. As Castro at the line, free throw pops in and out. Castro will get one more. Second good. So Castro split a pair. She's now 2 for 4 from the stripe, with 6 points on the night. Swing it around. Tee up the triple. Open as Coop that time. Got the kind roll. When it's going well, it's going well. Smiles all around. Doesn't get a whole lot of playing time, but making the most of it here in Joplin. And just 2 shy of their season high for triples. Drive and a foul. It'll be on the floor. 4th team foul for the Eagles. It'll be whistle against Tyndall. Another player into the game as both teams have gone to the end of the bench. The difference in why you're hearing more familiar names for the Bears is they're benching very long. Just 8 available players. Feet inside all by her lonesome. Look what I found, says Anderson. As the junior lays it up and in. There will certainly be bright spots, and you got to give the Bears credit. They have not stopped playing hard. Easy to do when the score's what it is, but they've kept plugging. Speaking of keep plugging, they keep letting it fly from downtown. As that one was off the mark from Young. And under 3 to go now. Anderson. Not this time. She tried to muscle it over and through Mincer. Unable to do so. Swing pass outside. Look around. Thought about the 3 and traveled. And Mincer upset with herself as her coach tells her you got to shoot that ball. How many times, not just in this tournament, but watching games in general, you see you kick out like that, they think about the shot and then decide, well, no, I'm going to put it on the floor, and they travel. It's a common sight as Castro misfires from mid-range. Caromed off the left side of the rim. Inside, oh, share the sugar, beautiful look inside. And the short corner jumper missed from Young. And a foul will go against the Bears here. It'll be on Williams, her first. Just the team's third with 2:11 to go. Hesitates, drive inside, a foul, and this one probably will result in free throw. See if they call it on the floor or say she was trying to shoot. And as we mentioned, as any player does, Montse Torres walked right to the free throw line. Yeah, of course I was going up. It's amazing, isn't it? They never act like there's a doubt. She's standing at the line. She's laughing. And she thought, well, of course I was trying to shoot that ball. At any rate, they'll trigger it from the baseline. Drive, kick. This time, Mincer does fire the triple, and down it goes. They are one away from a season high. That is the 16th three ball that has found the mark. They're 16 of 37. Here's 17. Wonder if they know that. Torres misfired. Upset with herself and trying to get in the scoring column. She really wanted the free throws possession ago. And it was blocked aside, so it was last touched by the Bears. So Torres, who has yet to score from the field this season, she's trying. Blocked aside here. And still coaching him. The seller said, that's the one to kick out. Bears kick it out. Carr couldn't connect. 1:18 to go. Pass fired ahead. Wrap around, reverse, nothing there. Carr was there to snatch that one out of the air. And Torres with a steal. Feeds inside. 2-on-1 mini break. A foul. It'll count. And the bench loves it. Kinsey Tyndall, her first points of the year. You think she won't remember that one? Now can she pay it off with three the old-fashioned way? Not quite. But a moment there, you can tell as she goes back on defense, trying not to let that smile out, but trust me, it's there. 97-53. 3 away from the century mark. Torres trying to get her first points. Instead, kicks, 3 ball on the way. No good. There was a chance to match their season high from downtown. Unable to do so. Jab step, mid-range jumper, no. And how about the fight of these Bears? Robertson again going at it as if it's a one-possession game instead of the margin being 44. You got to love to see it, and that's one that Scott Post will certainly have in the memory bank, and he's got a special one in Robertson, especially on the glass, no doubt. And now they'll pull it out, and they won't shoot it anymore. They'll hold, and that'll be the way this one comes to an end. 16 flamethrowers from downtown for Pensacola as they flex their muscle and put an end to what was an impressive performance. 97-53, Pensacola into the semifinal. As it's time for the Score International Score of the Game of the NCCAA Network, powered by Score International, who specializes in short-term mission trips, pairing your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel internationally and domestically by joining Score on a short-term mission trip. So when we take a look, it was a 3-point barrage, 16 of them ended up fighting the bottom, but how about this one from way downtown? Porter. Perfect as she connected from distance. 3 of her 7. McElhenney led the way with 21, and the Eagles are off to the semifinals with an impressive 97-53 win.